Okay, morning all. So following a request by Lily, I've decided to do a short video to explain questions for acids and alkalis, chapter 11. These are the questions and they're on page 127. So I think explaining this morning's lesson about copper sulfate is a salt that can be made from copper oxide and then acid. Okay, so you know this is the final answer, copper sulfate, and then it's got copper oxide. So what acid would make it copper sulfate? We mentioned the clue was of an acid with sulfate in it. All right, so an example would be sulfuric acid. Okay, next you give a pH scale for the acid, so find out what the pH scale for that answer is. Okay, and also find out what the pH scale would be for copper sulfate solution. So this is a number between 1 and 14 here. All right, on the pH scale. You can Google it if you want. Next, copper oxide is a black powder that's insoluble. Describe the steps you would follow to produce a solution of copper sulfate. All right, including your answer, the apparatus you would use and how you would ensure that the copper sulfate is neutral. That's to say it's got a pH scale of 7. All right, now what I would do here is you can use on page 125. These are steps here, okay, that are given for a general method, and you can apply this to your answer, okay, on pages steps 1 to 5. Next bit is you have to, having prepared it, describe how would you use this to make some solid crystals of copper sulfate. Use a labeled diagram in your answer. Again, if you flick back a page over here, you can see again an example of labeled apparatus here that you can apply to your answer. All right, what's next? You've got some symbols here, so if you look within the chapter, you'll find out what these symbols mean, and you write them down, A, B, C, D. It is in the chapter. Next is about pH scale. On the diagram, add the words neutral, acid, and alkali. There's 3 marks. So we've already mentioned, I'll give you a clue, that the 7 is neutral. This side is either acid or alkali, and this side is either acid or alkali. You label which is which, okay? These are like weak acids, like citric acid in orange. So it's just a slight taste, but these are very acidic, very corrosive, okay? So they can like put a hole in your hand if you touch them, that sort of thing. They're very concentrated, a bit like concentrated orange, okay? And these are mildly acidic. This is mildly alkali, okay? And this is like acetate, this is mildly alkali, and this is very alkali, all right? So an example here might be caustic soda. That's used to unblock toilets. It eats up the tissue and stuff blocked in a toilet. So it's very, very alkali. Then you've got this universal indicator to test the pH of a solution. So to test the pH scale, if it's very acidic, very alkali, or neutral. And if you look back in the chapter, you'll see what colour this universal indicator is. We did this last year, actually, in grade 5. What colour you'd get for pH 7, what colour you'd get for pH 1, and what colour you'd get for pH 14. Okay, hope that makes things clearer. Please submit before our next science lesson next week for marking. Thank you.